recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list? Oh my God.
You're like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
Aaron.
I haven't started cooking more, but I have started thinking about cooking more, so I've looked at a lot of recipes for things. Mostly cocktails.
Zakia.
I'm a very happy evil genius.
Yeah.
And Nick.
For all the listeners out there, if you spend enough money, you can be where I am today.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello, everyone. This is Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. And welcome to Wrath Month, y'all. This is our Pride episode in July, so it is indeed our Wrath episode. And I've got a great cast of characters here with me today, starting off with Jodie Steele. Say hi, Jodie.
Oh, hi.
We've got Stacey Brazell. Hi, Stacey.
Hey there. Hey, Carmela. What's up?
We've got Nanci Skinner. Hey, Nanci.
Hey, how are all my little nibblings?
And we have my my queer platonic soulmate, Jay Borsom. Hey, Jay.
Hey, girl. Hey.
All right. We are going to get to know all of you a little bit better. Jodie, we're going to start with you. So tell everyone where you're from, what you do, and something interesting about yourself.
So I am from Pasco, Rhode Island, which is as far away as you can be from the ocean in the ocean state and still be in Rhode Island. So that's fun. I actually
so like a block away, right?
I mean, literally an hour, but yeah. I actually don't do anything right now. I got laid off, but I'm not too mad about it. I'm just going to enjoy the summer off and collect my free money. And it's kind of weird waking up and I have no idea what day it is. It's a little tough getting used to it, but I'm having a blast so far. I forgot about the think of something interesting about yourself part until right now. I got my first Be My Eyes call recently, which is an app you download for visually impaired people. Okay. And they kind of video call you if they need to see something. So I got a woman in Pennsylvania who was asking me to check her white jeans to see if there's any stains on them. And I was like, those are the most pristine white jeans I've ever seen in my life. Not a stain on them. But she was super sweet, and she said she talks to people from like all over the world, so it's totally free if you download it, and if you don't answer, somebody else will, so don't worry if you miss it. But yeah, it was awesome. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. That's really cool. I didn't know that existed, and now I do. That's amazing. Yeah. If you speak multiple languages too, they love you because
right.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of us English speakers, but I guess if you speak multiple languages, you get way more calls.
Very now, cool. I have a question on that, Jodie, if that's okay. Do they cover colorblind people? Because my wardrobe is very limited right now.
Yeah. Yep. So colorblind, any kind of visual impairment where like they have trouble seeing anything, like maybe it's just the print is too tiny or whatever, and they just have the camera phone out. But I did see one where somebody had like 3 pairs of socks, and they were like, "Which one's brown?" They all look brown to me. Which one's actually brown? So yeah, you could absolutely use that.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Love that. All right, Stacey, on to you.
Okay, well, my name's Stacey. I'm from Conway, South Carolina. Most people probably aren't familiar with Conway, but they're probably familiar with Myrtle Beach. We're right outside of Myrtle Beach.
Gotcha.
By day, I'm a pickler. I make pickles. And
awesome.
At night, I work the graveyard shift, crunching the numbers at one of the many beach resorts around here. This is my first time on Trivial Warfare. I'm so excited. I literally found out yesterday I was joining, so this is really, I don't know. I felt like I was this close to not being able to do it, but I managed to pull everything together at the last minute, and I'm so happy to be here.
And I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to your first time.
Thank you.
And Nanci.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm Nanci. I'm from Warren, Maine. I'm a receiving clerk for a supermarket. And my wife and I are celebrating this month 27 years together.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
to give you a sense of how long ago that was, we met in an AOL chat room.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
And that's fortunate because I have the worst gaydar in the history of ever. I would never be able to find a spouse in the wild otherwise.
And we all just pull our other foot into the grave. Oh.
My back just started hurting for no reason.
No, but that's amazing, Nanci. I love to hear that. Congratulations to you and your wife.
You.
Jay, I mean, if there's anyone out here who doesn't know you, but, same question to you.
Yeah, it's fun to be here. I'm here. I'm queer. I'm on once a year. But for those of you who possibly don't know me, Jay Borsom out of Plainfield, Illinois. I can say that now because Jeopardy did. I am a Jill of all trades in the pub trivia world. I write, I put together formats, I volunteer apparently way too much for other people's stuff, and I think this week I figured out that I'm pansexual, so we'll make that my fun fact.
Ooh,
welcome to the Pan Club.
Yep. Now I just have to tell my wife.
Thank you. Lovely. Well, other fun facts about Jay Borson that she is way too modest. Has been on Jeopardy this year. Congratulations on that. Is now a Guinness World Record holder for longest trivia streaming.
Longest marathon as a quizmaster. And it's not official until I send all the documentation, and I've been really behind on that.
Yeah, well, it's official in our hearts. You are never beating that hardest working woman in trivia charge. So
not at this point.
So those are some extra fun facts. Well, thank you all for being here with me today. This is excellent. We are going to be on the main feed, so everyone's going to hear us. We're going to have a fantastic time. Just want to say up top, it's rough out there for a lot of reasons. And I want this to be as much of a celebration as possible. Just because it's July doesn't mean we're not still, full of pride for who we are in our community. Just as a boilerplate for the rest of everyone listening to this, it is really hard to get 6 people. No, 5, because I'm counting the little picture at the bottom. 5 queer people in a room, and not to get political at least once. So just be aware of that, because, when your existence is political, everything is political. So just putting that out there, but we are going to make this a fun time. I am so thrilled to be here with all of you. And we are going to go ahead and get into Warm It Up, Chris.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA. And that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
And I'm playing the part of Chris today. I have a little bit more hair, but it's okay. We won't hold that against him. He knows I love him dearly. Okay, so I am back with another ranker list. And this one is from May of this year. And it's most popular LGBTQ plus video game characters of all time. So it was a list of about 80 some odd characters. I have the first 30. I want you to try and name someone in the first 20. And it's okay if you don't know them. We're all going to learn some stuff today, but I love video games and I love lists. So here we are. Jodie, we are going to start with you.
Oh my gosh. So I feel like I should know a lot more because I actually do play a lot of video games. But the first one that came to mind is Birdo.
Birdo was number 2.
Trans queen.
Yeah, we stand a trans queen. Absolutely. Stacey, what do you got for me?
I'm going to be honest with you. Last night I was trying to cram as much gay trivia as I could. And the only thing I remembered when I woke up this morning was that Alexander Hamilton's lover's name was John Lawrence. That's all I can think right now. And he's not even in a video game. I mean, personally, if we're talking like on another level, Shepard. I mean,
I agree with that.
I'm just going to throw it out there. Why not?
Shepard is
they
on
might
the
throw him on a
list.
Yes.
Shepard is on the list, but not in the top 20. They're further down.
I'm telling you though, he's low key a queer icon. Low key.
Sure. No, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, so yes, I agree. All right, Nanci.
So this is certainly not canon by any stretch of the imagination, but it's the first thing that I thought of, and she is really, really queer coded as hell. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with Impa from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, I agree with you on that, her being queer coded. She's not on the list though, but she should be. I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay. Jay, what do you got for me?
I have what I think is the best queer video game character, because this character came out around the time I did, and so did the creator of the video game Celeste. That would be Madeline, both the name of the character and now the name of the creator.
I thought I saw Madeline on here. Is she on lower on the list? I know she's in this list, but she's not in the top 20.
I am going to be personally attacked if she's not.
I'm going to double check, but I don't think she's in the top 20. No.
Everyone is wrong, and they know what they did.
I agree. Okay. We're going to go back around to Jodie.
I can't even think of another one off the top of my head that is known to be queer. I'm going to say Lara Croft and hope that she is so that I have a chance.
Lara Croft's not on here.
Dang it.
Well, that's a shame.
Unfortunate. Should be, though. In my heart.
I mean, let's be real. She's a very outdoorsy gal.
Stacey.
How about Clementine from the Walking Dead video game? Could that be one?
Clementine is not on the list.
Mark her off.
Nancy.
We're doing great.
Right?
We got Berto, though. That's important.
I'm just gonna let me throw out Samus Aran. That's droid.
Oh, I love her. She's not on the list, though.
Boom.
We're just headcanoning at this point.
Yeah. It's just our headcanon. All right, Jay.
I don't know if this will be on the list for technical reasons, but I'm going to say the player character in Baldur's Gate 3, who I know can romance literally any NPC.
Tav isn't on here, but you're onto something with a player character.
All
right. So we're going to go one more time around. Jodie.
Dear Lord. Okay. This is a reach. I'm going to admit that. So I'm going to say Morgan Yu from Prey, because the captions refer to the character as both he and she, regardless of which gender you choose to play as, because you can pick, and if you pick she, it still says he sometimes. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're non-binary, maybe they're somewhere on the spectrum.
I like where your head's at. Picking the player character. Morgan's not on the list.
Boo.
Stacey.
All right, how about Claire from Cyberpunk?
Ooh.
She's got to be on there.
I do have some Cyberpunk characters, but neither of them are Claire.
No. I mean, she's a confirmed transgender character.
I agree. So. She may be further down the list, but she's not in the top 20. Nancy.
Okay.
So I know there was a big to-do when this character was able to romance people of either sex. Jimmy Hopkins from Bully.
Oh, that's a good one. Not in the top 20, but I agree with you. I remember that being a whole thing. All right, Jay.
So I just remembered that I think there is another canonically trans character in the Mario universe. In Paper Mario, one of the cohorts that you find, I think it's a ghost character, talks about having transitioned in a roundabout way. I don't remember her name, but I'm going to go with her.
Okay. A mystery Paper Mario character. Not on the list.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right. So let's we got Berto, which I'm glad we got Berto. So let's
a bunch that should be on the list.
And a bunch that should be on the list, but are not in the top 20. So number 1 is Ellie from Last of Us.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Siri from The Witcher, bisexual. Mm-hmm. Chloe Price and Max Caulfield are 4 and 5. They're both from Life is Strange.
Oh, how did I forget them? I love that game.
Vi from League of Legends. 6, Iron Bull from Dragon Age, pansexual baddie. Tracer from Overwatch. Judy Alvarez from Cyberpunk. Morrigan Ainsland from Darkstalkers. Liliana from Dragon Age. There's going to be a lot of Dragon Age on this list, I'm telling you right now. Dorian Pavis from Dragon Age. V, who is the player character in Cyberpunk. Alex Chen from Life is Strange. Josephine Montpellier from Dragon Age. Caitlin from League of Legends. Bridget from Guilty Gear, one of the trans characters on the list. Mm-hmm. Rachel Amber from Life is Strange. Melina from Mortal Kombat, which was a surprise to me.
I'm not mad about it.
Them teeth, though. and Isabella from Dragon Age. So, and then you have more Dragon Age characters. Parvati Holcomb, one of my personal favorites from the Outer Worlds, who's asexual. But yeah, so the ranker list got us this time, but that's okay.
Nothing will humble you like a warm it up, Chris.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why we just do these ones for fun, because these are all user based. So we know who's number one in our hearts. So okay, now we're gonna get into the game. It is going to be Jodie and Stacey. No, excuse me. Jodie and Nanci versus Stacey and Jay. I am your host, and it is time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
That list still makes me so mad. How do you not put Madeline from Celeste on there?
Yeah, I know. I agree. I just want to remind everyone, because this is coming out beforehand, that I am going to be at SporkleCon in Chicago, August 15th through the 17th, running a live version of the puzzle game on our network for play. So come out and see me. I will, it's very possible that I may have a puzzle maven at my side. Jay will be doing that show with me, as well as running a few other shows, because again, she's never beating those hardest working woman in trivia charges. So yes, if you are in the Chicago area, or if you have ever been interested in SporkleCon, this would be a good time to do it. So go to sporklecon.com and check that out. All right, now let's get into the game. Your first category in round 1 is swipe right. Associated with the practice of cruising, what is the name of the system of colored pieces of fabric indicating preferences placed in a back pocket?
We're going to lock in.
Okay.
All right. So, Stacey, I know that we're talking about handkerchiefs.
Yeah.
Particularly big in like gay culture in the 70s and beyond. I don't know if there's a different name for that system, though, than like the handkerchief system.
Yeah, like mentioned in the chat, leashing, but I think that's more of a prison term. I'm not sure. I think I've heard it in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, they talked about that on Prison Break, too, where like the pocket is turned inside out. Yeah, no, I don't. Thankfully, I don't think this is this, because that's a whole other real yikesy thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was like some sort of like evolution to it. Like, I trust, handkerchief. That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah, again, if there's a different name for it, I'm about to learn it.
I'm willing to go with the handkerchief system or handkerchiefing. Yeah, you want to lock that in?
Something a broad handkerchief would be great. Yeah. Let's lock in with it.
So, all right, we're locking in with handkerchiefing.
Okay. Nanci and Jodie.
So I only knew this as the hanky code. Put it in the left pocket for dominant, right pocket for submissive, or whichever color for whatever you happen to be into. But I only knew it as hanky code.
Mm-hmm. I have the hanky code or handkerchief code. I will take handkerchiefing because obviously you've had an idea of what you were talking about. So I will accept that as an answer as well. Good job, everybody.
Yay.
Thank you. I have a follow-up, but I don't know if it's going to come up later, so I'm going to keep my full mouth shut.
You should do that, yes.
Thank you so much for that one, Jay.
All right, your next category is Queer All Year. I said at the top of the show that this is Wrath Month. Pride is celebrated during June every year, but what month is designated as LGBTQ plus History Month?
All right, I think we're locking in.
Yep,
we're locking in.
Well, good. We can chat then.
I have no idea what it is for sure. I feel like it's later in the year, but I'm not 100%.
I knew that October is coming out month. I know that's when Outfest is. So it seems like a good enough guess as any.
Yeah. I don't feel like we would get 3 months. I feel like that's pushing it.
Well, I mean, we should, but
should get 12. But
let's go ahead with October then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Jane, Stacey.
I had less than anything on this. I could eliminate a couple options, but Stacey fired in hot and ready with a month.
Which was?
I suggested October. I don't know if it was a national thing or if it was just something local to me, but I remember there was some drama in the late 2010s about the use of the pink ribbon, and October also being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Me being in a small southern town, people had problems with people using pink to represent pride in October, and that just stuck out to me. So we went with October.
Gotcha. It is also when National Coming Out Day is in this month. And in Jacksonville, where I live, this is when all of our pride events are, during LGBTQ plus History Month. And that is October. So great work.
Nice,
both
Stacey.
teams.
Well done.
Makes sense. It's probably hotter than hell in June.
Oh, yeah. We do all of our stuff in October.
And that's how it is here in South Carolina. Like, people took
Yeah.
advantage of that October weather, and
Yep.
Look, the pride parades are better in June for it.
That's true. There are less clothes.
Yes.
Who wants to be proud in a parka? Seriously.
We ain't wearing parkas down here, okay?
We're here. We're queer. We're freezing.
We can't get used to it.
All right, your last category in the round is twinsies. The 2025 Met Gala had a little bit of a stir around seemingly matching outfits on Zendaya in Louis Vuitton and what Shogun actress decked out in Dior.
I feel like I'm mixing it up with something else. How much time do we have left?
Oh, about another 45 seconds.
Okay, that's the best I got.
All right, I think we should lock in, Stacey.
Okay, we're locking it in then.
Jodie and Nancy, you can talk out loud.
Okay, so we're really struggling with this. And instead of just throwing out the name of a random Asian person, we're just going to pass on it.
Okay. Stacey and Jay, what do you got?
This is all you, Stacey. I mean, literally, I've never seen Shogun. I don't remember this from the Met Gala. I remember a thing, but I don't even remember what thing the thing is that I remember from the Met Gala this year.
Yeah, like, I'm one of those people where if I like something, I dive like head first into it. So when Shogun came out, I watched it from beginning to end, every episode. I know her character's name is Mariko. I even did like a deep dive in the original, like 70s version and the novels and stuff. And I just kept trying to picture like, okay, but what is her actress's name? And it just wouldn't come to me. And I just remember she won all those awards earlier, like this year. And I was just trying to picture them like saying her name. And I knew her first name was Anna. Honestly thought I was confusing it with something else. And then it came to me. I was like, is it Anna Sawe? And it just rolled off the tongue when I said it in my head. So that's what we locked in. Anna Sawe.
Anna Sawe. All right.
Which is better than my guess of Anna Karenina.
Zendaya's stylist, Law Roach, threw a little bit of shade during the event. He was being interviewed on the carpet, and because, well, I'm glad we arrived first. And the person who was sort of dressed like Zendaya, obviously they had, two different things, like two different stylists and all that. It was Anna Sawe.
Yeah, good job, Stacey.
Yes.
Well done. Well done.
Oh my gosh. I pulled a Jonathan on that, y'all. Like, I literally, oh my God.
All right. So at the end of the first round, Stacey and Jay have 30. Nanci and Jodie have 20. Y'all are doing awesome.
That's nuts.
That's so crazy.
Your first category in round 2 is Get Your Act Together. Larry Kramer founded what HIV/AIDS activist group with an acronym name in 1987? Which remained active into the 2000s and had its Chicago chapter inducted into the Chicago Gay and Lesbian Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I have meow meows on this, Stacey.
Yeah, meow meow, same. This was one of the trivias that I crammed last night. So as soon as you said it, it came right back.
All right, does that mean you guys are locked in?
Yes.
Yeah, a little mad I didn't Sherlock it.
Right?
Jodie, does this sound like Act Up to you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It sounded like there was a clue in that question.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go with Act Up.
Act Up. All right. And Stacey and Jay, you had meow meows, you had thunder, you had all of the things.
I am a theater kid from the 90s, so I know Act Up from Rent.
Well, it sounds like y'all really did get your act together. This is Act Up.
Right.
Great work. Okay. Your next category is Things to Chat About Over Brunch. Written by William S. Burroughs, what is the name of the novel that has several routines instead of a linear plotline and was an influential work for the cyberpunk genre of science fiction? And this is how I found out that William S. Burroughs is gay.
I mean, if it's what I'm thinking it is, then the theory makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it fits. I mean, I'm not confident, but like you say it and it makes complete sense to me.
We're gonna lock in.
Yeah,
We were moments away from locking in because you put me on a path, Carmela, with the clue. And you said William S. Burroughs. And I know exactly one thing about William S. Burroughs. Well, two. I know two things. One, he wrote Naked Lunch. Two, he wrote about a device in Naked Lunch that gave Steely Dan its band name. So between those, your clue, and the fact that I can't name another William S. Burroughs book if you paid me, Stacey, I think we're good with Naked Lunch. Yeah? No? Maybe?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah.
All right, let's go with Naked Lunch then, which is not the brunch I expected, but the one I will pay extra for.
Nanci and Jodie, what you got for me?
Yeah, we also said Naked Lunch. It sounded like it fit the category. All I know about it is that it's weird. I've never actually read it, but it kind of sounded like it fit with the whole, I don't even know what you said at this point, cyberpunk something or other. Yeah, so we went with Naked Lunch as well.
And like Nelson Muntz said, I can think of two things wrong with that title.
See, I want to read it now if it like pre-generated cyberpunk. I'm into that.
Yeah, apparently it was an influential work on that genre. I've never read it. I think Waco tried to read it once and it just gets really it's completely nonlinear. So it sounds like it's difficult to read. Which, was a lot of stuff that the Beat generation did. So anyway, your last category in the round is surreal estate.
I think I want to Sherlock this.
Okay.
So I don't know how that works.
I forget what did Jonathan say. I've never done it.
If you can pre-call an answer, it's worth 5 points. That's all I remember.
Okay. If you want to put in the chat what you think the answer is, and I'll take a look at it. Okay. I have what you said. And now I'm going to read the question. Buried at the famous Hollywood Forever Cemetery, what singer, actress, icon, and friend of the LGBTQ community has an inscription on her headstone, "I'll come to you, smiling through the years"?
So my Sherlock was way off.
No harm, no foul.
We're going to lock in.
Okay.
Something about friend in there is getting me to a Golden Girl actress, but I don't know which one, and I don't know how confident I would be on that, especially since we're looking for a singer as well.
My mind immediately went to like someone from maybe more of like the classic Hollywood era.
Mm-hmm.
There's a YouTuber I watch often. His whole thing is Hollywood Graveyard. He goes and visits the graves of celebrities from, people who've died this year to people who died 100 years ago. And that just seems very old Hollywood, especially with it being at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then you think like singer, actress, and icon. It's got to be somebody who's been around for a while, who's already like dipped their toes in all of those.
Can I throw a name at you real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
How about Judy Garland?
I mean,
that ticks enough of the boxes for me.
Yeah, that's a very, very safe guess. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of going along the lines of those two because even with the smiling through the years, that feels very Judy to me too, So you want to lock that in, Judy Garland?
Kind of leaning that way. I think friend here is being used maybe a little tongue-in-cheekly.
Yeah.
Like, they were queer, but they were never, like, out about it, or it was just strongly implied.
Well, yeah, I mean, wasn't she involved with, like, a lavender marriage?
It's entirely possible. I don't recall for sure.
Or that was her daughter, wasn't it? Yeah, okay.
Oh, Liza?
I mean, yeah, she was, well, I don't want to say a lavender marriage, but,
Yeah, I think we're going to have to lock in with Judy Garland unless another name comes more strongly to you, Stacey.
I mean, that's the safest guess I have right now.
All right, better than B. Arthur.
Yeah. So Judy Garland.
All right. Yep. Jodie and Nanci.
Well, see, back in the old days, gay men used to refer to each other as a friend of Dorothy. So that's why we went with Judy Garland.
Yep.
That is where that was coming from in my head. Okay, yeah.
You got that one.
Yeah, you're right. I was being a little cheeky about it, Jay. And you could be a friend of Dorothy. And the Dorothy in question would be Judy Garland. Smiling, I'll come to you smiling through the years is a line from her song Through the Years. So excellent work, both teams. Well, that is the end of the second round. Both teams are doing excellent. Stacey and Jay have 60. Nanci and Jodie have 50.
It is unreal that we're 6 for 6, Stacey.
I'm not even going to try to think about it. We're just playing a game.
I remember going back to last year where I remembered a drag queen, singular. Hey, I'm up to like 4 now. I'll have you know, Carmela.
I'm so proud of you. Look, I think I've said this a few times doing this episode. Look, we're never enough, like, in our own minds. Like, we're never queer enough. We're never cool enough. We're never all of the things. You guys are doing just fine. You're enough for me, okay?
Thanks, Mom.
This is why this is the one I come on every year, Carmela.
Your first category in round 3 is Powered Up. Voiced by author and activist Jacob Tobiah, Double Trouble is a shape-shifting non-binary character on what animated series that ran on Netflix from 2018 to 2020?
All right, Carmela, Stacey and I are locked in.
Okay. Jodie and Nanci, you can talk out loud.
When I think of like any kind of like queer cartoons, I think of Steven Universe, but
yes,
I don't think it's that. And I also feel like that was on for longer. But Nanci said Disenchanted, which was the Matt Groening show.
Yes.
That was like medieval timesy. And it was definitely weird. It could absolutely, I mean, it had a little like demon character. It could absolutely have like, and I noticed she didn't say like person, she said character. So it could be like any kind of like mythical creature. So I think we should go with that. That's like, I know it was only on for a couple of seasons because one of my friends liked it and she was mad that it got
canceled. I know it was on Netflix, but I never watched it.
And that also feels like right about the right time or the right years.
Yes. So we're going to go with Disenchanted.
Disenchanted. All right.
That was the first thing that popped into my mind too, but I didn't think that it was out in 2018. It felt a little sooner to me.
Yeah, a lot earlier.
Like 2014 or so. So kind of Stacey and I went back and forth, coming up with some other possibilities. F is for family, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense here. Big Mouth, maybe, because that's insane, but the years don't line up either. I think I just threw out She-Ra, even though I don't know if it was on Netflix or not. But I do know there's a lot of queer representation in that show.
Yeah, and we just felt like it hit like the time frame. It was only on for those 2 years. It had the shape-shifting character. I mean, it felt right.
So I gave a category of Powered Up because I wanted to hopefully tip you into She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Yep.
But I will take She-Ra because it was the reboot of She-Ra. So
yeah, I couldn't remember if that was the name of the reboot or the full name of the original. So we lucky She-Ra'd it.
Lucky She-Ra'd it.
Perfect.
All right. Your next category is Trying to Be Cool About It. Singer-songwriters Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker confirmed their relationship recently after longtime rumors. Dacus and Baker are 2/3 of what indie supergroup?
All right, we're going to lock it.
And Stacey, the problem I'm having is there was an indie supergroup that came to mind. But the problem is the name of the group that came to mind. I don't know if they are the supergroup or if they're the one half of the sub-supergroup that makes the
right. Yeah.
Because the Postal Service came to me pretty immediately there. But I don't know for sure on that. Again, either the Postal Service is a supergroup made up of other members, or it's itself like 2/3 of a supergroup. And I don't remember if that's the case, what the successor group would be called. And I'm gonna be real mad about it.
Yeah.
As soon as I hear it, if it's not the Postal Service, I know that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm an expert on indie supergroups. I mean, I am a millennial, so I'm familiar with the Postal Service. I know that they did go off and made like Death Cab for Cutie. That was another big band from one of the members.
Okay, maybe that's the other band I'm thinking of, but it wouldn't be Death Cab in this case, I don't think. I really, if that's the other half of the coin, then I'm pretty confident on the Postal Service being the supergroup.
And to be honest, the only member from the Postal Service's name that I can even remember is the guy who dated Zooey Deschanel. I don't even remember what the other members' names were. So,
well, hopefully they're Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker.
Yeah, I mean that is better than anything I could come up with for sure. Yeah, let's lock in Postal Service.
All right, Postal Service, got it. Nanci and Jodie.
Jodie was all over this.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I was very sure of the answer right away. And then I was like, wait a minute, I was very sure of that. I was a little too sure of that. I listened to this album a lot. It was huge. It won a bazillion Grammys. The other one in the group is Phoebe Bridgers. It's really good if you like young, navel-gazing indie music. So I'm 99.9% sure that it's Boy Genius. But then I remember Jimmy Neutron is a Boy Genius. But maybe they're named after that. So we said Boy Genius. I'm so sure that I think I've looped back around to doubting myself, but we're going with that.
Boy Genius. Got it. All right. Let's see what we got going on. The Postal Service is a spin-off of Death Cab for Cutie. So I just looked that up.
So you're right on that one, Stacey.
Yeah, I think I had it the other way around. I thought Postal Service made Death Cab, but it was Death Cab that made Postal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So,
yep. Ben Gibbard was the one that was married to Zooey Deschanel, who's now married to a property brother.
Right.
Yeah.
But this trio is Julian Baker, Lucy Dacus, and Phoebe Bridgers, and that's Boy Genius.
Okay.
Well, so, Jodie, you were correct.
Okay. Good job.
Made up some ground.
That's the Lucy that's referred to in the Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
No kidding. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Your last category before the midpoint is Women in Science, who received the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously in 2013, where it was presented to her longtime partner, Tam O'Shaughnessy, an intensely private person. Her relationship with O'Shaughnessy wasn't even revealed until her obituary, making her the first known LGBTQ plus astronaut.
We're locked in.
Oh, gosh.
A name popped into my head, Stacey. I haven't even had enough time to process whether or not this person was an astronaut before that lock-in happened. But the name that came to mind was Mae Jemison. Does that ring any bell for you?
I mean, it really doesn't. I was still reading the question, and I was like, I don't even recognize who Tam is.
There are, I think, like 3 female astronauts that I can think of just off the... Well, 4 if you count. And I don't want to get into that, but you've got Sally Ride.
Yeah.
I believe Mae Jemison was an astronaut. There is the woman for whom one of the space centers in Houston is named for, but if I remember correctly, she was like the first Latina astronaut. I think she's still around.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 4th one was the teacher in 1986, Christine McCullough.
Yeah.
But so if those are the 4 I can come up with, I am definitely between either Mae Jemison or Sally Ride. All I can tell you is that Mae Jemison came to mind, but that I would stake my house on the fact that Sally Ride was an astronaut. So
when I hear female astronaut, I think Sally Ride. And that's what I'm getting stuck on. It's like, was she, like the first known? And I don't know. I guess that's the only reason why I just don't want to say May, is because I think it might be Sally.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that pushback. I also have no idea if Sally Ride is still alive or not.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even know. Like, I have no idea what her partner's name would be. So,
Right.
I mean, do you want to coin flip it?
I was literally about to suggest the same thing.
Yeah, I'm torn between the two.
All right, let's find a coin analog here. That's fun. Let's go with Spider-Gwen. Trans icon. Heads up, we'll go with Mae Jemison. Heads down, we'll go with Sally Ride.
Okay.
Heads up.
Okay.
So Mae Jemison it is.
Okay.
Don't let me down, Gwen.
Mae Jemison. Nanci and Jodie, you guys locked in pretty fast.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that this is Sally Ride. I think Dr. Jemison is still with us.
Mae Jemison is an astronaut. She is still with us.
Oh.
Sally
All your
Ride is
fault,
the
Gwen.
answer here. Sally Ride is the answer. When Sally became ill, she took great steps to ensure that O'Shaughnessy inherited her estate, just like she would if she had been able to marry Tam before she passed, because marriage equality wasn't fully legal when she passed in 2012. But I think my flag just started to fall.
Oh no.
It's okay. Oh, it's okay.
Thanks, man, for Sally Ride.
Yep. So Sally Ride is the answer.
See,
there.
now I'm sad that I found out Sally Ride passed away. But I'm happy that Mae Jemison is still around.
Yes, I'm so happy May's still around.
May's still around, appears on Star Trek every so often. And that is the end of the third round. We are tied 70-70.
Wow.
Limping into halftime.
Your midpoint question is, won't you be my Gaber?
I will.
I will.
Done.
I'm going to give you the name of 5 prominent LGBTQ plus neighborhoods, and I want you to give me what U.S. city they are located in. The Castro District, Greenwich Village, Oak Lawn, DuPont Circle, and the Gaberhood. And while they are all thinking of their answers, I just wanted to thank you guys for listening. And this is on the main feed. But if you would like more Trivial Warfare in your life, you can sign up for Patreon and go to trivialwarfarearmy.com. If you are signed up at Captain or higher, you can have the opportunity to come and record with us. We'd love to have you. Again, just go to trivialwarfarearmy.com. I'm going to give you all about 45 more seconds, and then we need final answers.
We're locked in.
Okay.
All right, so it's on us, Stacey. 2 of these came to me immediately. You had a third one, and we're just kind of picking back and forth on the other 2.
Yeah.
Castro District is absolutely San Francisco, and Greenwich Village is absolutely New York City. Those were the 2 that I knew immediately.
I've heard about DuPont. It's outside of Washington, D.C., and then the other 2 is the ones we got hung up on. So.
Yeah, and I think we're leaning one of them out in like the Mid-Atlantic or Northeast, and the other one maybe in Texas. And we're just kind of back and forth on a couple cities there.
Like Jay said, like Dallas is really conservative, and then like you have Austin where they let the freak flags fly. Like, but it's I knew it wasn't Austin because of just how rich the culture is inside.
So maybe
of the
Houston
city.
would make sense.
Houston.
I would want to say Houston over Dallas personally, but I've been in both cities plenty, and I know which one I feel more comfortable in.
Yeah, well, I've never been to neither, so I would trust your opinion. Yeah,
And
so I mean. And the last one, I have no idea. I mean, you suggested Portland. So, I mean, would you want to say Portland?
Why not? Everything is just as wrong as I've got on the list.
Okay, let's go.
We'll say Portland for the neighborhood, yeah.
All right. So you said San Francisco, New York City, Houston, Portland. What was the other one?
DC for DuPont.
Just writing all that stuff down. Okay. All right. Nanci and Jodie, what'd you come up with?
Well, Nancy's the champ on this one.
Well, we both had Castro for San Fran, Greenwich for New York City, and we also suspected that DuPont is DC. We guessed Oak Lawn to be Chicago, but since that did not tick anything for Jay, we're guessing that is wrong. And for the neighborhood, I have seen so many of my Philly friends with neighborhood street signs, so I went with Philly for the neighborhood.
Well, if it helps, Nancy, Oak Lawn is a suburb of Chicago.
Okay.
But not one that I think is particularly notable for its queer identity. The big neighborhood in Chicago is Boys Town.
Oh, well, I mean, that makes more sense. Yeah. I knew Oak Lawn was somehow connected to Chicago, so at least I wasn't 100% wrong.
I've been to Boys Town. It's fun. All right. So the Castro District is in San Francisco. Greenwich Village is in New York City. Oak Lawn is in Dallas.
Oh, so sorry, Stacey.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
DuPont Circle is in Washington, D.C., and the neighborhood is in Philadelphia.
Yo.
We named all of them, Stacey. Just didn't name them correctly when it mattered.
So Nanci and Jodie got 4. Stacey and Jay got 3. So at the end of the midpoint, Nanci and Jodie have pulled into the lead. It's 86-82.
What?
Whoop, whoop.
Hey friends, it's Nick, and I have a bit of a surprise. I wrote a book, like an actual novel. Not a spreadsheet, not a quiz, a full-blown, sexy, stylish, heist-filled novel. It's called Pulling Threads, written under the pen name Isla Blake, because this really was a surprise. Here's the story. My wife reads hundreds of books a year, so for our anniversary, I thought, why not write her one? Most people get flowers. I gave her crime, lust, betrayal, the classics. I used a pen name so she'd judge it like any other book, not like it came with a bouquet and a guilt trip. Now it's out in the world, and already beloved by literally tens of people. Pulling Threads is like the Thomas Crown Affair had a love child with a bottle of scotch and a very expensive pair of shoes. There's a hot marketing strategist, a morally questionable love interest, and a plot to take down a fashion empire built on stolen designs. Also, there's spice, like real spice. Don't read it on a plane. It's available now in paperback, hardcover, and Kindle. Just search Pulling Threads by Isla Blake on Amazon. And if you like it, leave a review. And if you don't, congrats. You've joined a long line of people who disagree with me. So go check it out. And let me know if I should start a new career or stick to pretending I know things on the internet. And now, back to the show.
Let's get into round 4. Your first category is All Hail the King. World-famous drag queen Sasha Velour brought back out her alter drag persona, Alexander Velvet, saying she was inspired to do so because of her role in judging What New Drag competition that premiered this year on Reverie.
We're going to go ahead and lock in.
Okay.
Cool. Love that for us. I was telling Stacey in chat, I didn't know there was another one. I barely know about RuPaul's Drag Race. Carmela, you know that about me. Yeah.
We're all going to learn stuff today. That's the whole point of me doing this show.
Yeah, I'm leaving here with a lot more than I came in, I'll tell you. Stacey, the only thing I've got is that this show could very much be specifically about drag kings, between the Alexander, Velour? I should probably read the question. Alexander Velvet. He'd be better in Velour. So for that reason, I arbitrarily invented the name of a show that would work, The King of Drag. I couldn't have any. It's a bright, sunny day. That's how much thunder I have on this.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that there was another drag competition show. I don't know what Reverie is. I didn't know if that was a streaming network or a cable network or a radio show. I don't know.
Series of smoke signals. We have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. No idea.
So just to get to the end of this question and find out the right answer, do you want to say the King of Drag?
I mean, yeah, why not? Alter drag persona, it's a drag king, king of drag. Let's do it.
Why not? That's what we're going to go with.
Yeah.
All right, Jodie and Nancy.
We also had absolutely no idea.
Big bucket of nothing.
Yeah, I stopped watching the Drag Race shows when it hit like season 412, and I had to speak other languages, and I was like, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with the shade. And I also didn't know that there was a whole nother show. But Nancy came up with a really good show name that I think we might actually need to just make into a show.
So we figured since it's fashion based, we went with Fit for a King.
I love it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
these are both really good names of television shows. All right. Along with Sasha Velour, the other judges are Tenderoni, who is a drag king out of Chicago, and Murray Hill, who looks a lot like Leia Delaria.
Yeah.
Yeah. With like a mustache and a little shorter. One of you is correct.
Oh my God.
Reverie is a streaming service, by the way, and this show did start airing in June, so it's a brand new show. And it is called King of Drag.
What the hell? All right.
Whoa.
Bright sunny day.
Nice.
And it is drag king focused, which is, kind of underrepresented in the competition space. Usually you see drag queens, even when on Dragula, the Boulet Brothers show, it's primarily drag queens. You do have, Landon Sider did win, and that is a drag king. But this one is exclusively drag kings, and it looks super fun.
If this were any other show and you were any other host, Carmela, I would say we don't deserve those points. But this is Trivial Warfare, where it's the premiere of point getting. It's Carmela, my favorite trivia host in the world, so give me them points.
No shade, just points. Your next category is obligatory sports adjacent question. Who is the podcaster and author of best-selling memoir Untamed, and along with her wife, retired soccer player Abby Wambach, is co-owner of Angel City Football Club in LA. There's sports in it.
All right, you want to lock in?
Yeah, I think we should lock in.
All right, we're gonna lock in.
All right. Jodie and Nancy, you can talk out loud.
Oh, this sucks because I'm going to hear this name and I'm going to be like, yep, that's it. But, oh, man.
If you can think of anything else about
Not
her,
a
just start
thing.
naming
Not a thing.
other than not an athlete.
Other than married to Abby Wambach, no, that's all I can pull right at this second. And God, oh, yeah, I don't have it, Jodie. I'm sorry.
No, I feel like I should know it too, especially because my daughter plays soccer. She's gonna be real mad. But
I'm gonna hear this name and I'm gonna be like, yep.
I was just trying to think of think of just like openly gay women that are famous, and every single one of them left my brain. I can't think of a single lesbian right now.
Oh my God,
happens to all of us.
Like I don't know any. There aren't any. Melissa Etheridge. It's not her though.
It's not her.
But it is a gay woman.
I went for the low hanging fruit.
One of my favorite.
Because Megan Rapinoe is married to Sue Bird. I knew that. And they're all friends and they all do stuff.
All lesbians everywhere are all friends. It's a psychic connection. I'm trying to think of like anyone that would have anything to do with anything that's around Untamed.
I'm not going to pull it in the time we've got left.
I have no idea. So,
no.
All right.
We got another.
God.
Do you want to just throw out like a lucky last name?
Lucky Jemison.
Jemison? All right. Lucky Jemison.
Lucky Johnson.
Lucky Jemison. All right. Stacey and Jay.
I think I topped in. If you've got it, lock it. I have 0. I can think of soccer spouses, or I can't think of soccer spouses, just queer soccer players.
All right. Can you hear us, Stacey?
I came up with the last name Doyle. Yeah. I wasn't sure on her first name, but I am familiar with Abby Wambach.
Yes.
She's a lesbian soccer mom. I mean, she's got the podcast, the books, she's in magazines. I see her pictures all over Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Like, she's practically shoved down my throat at this point, but I could not remember her first name.
It's Glennon.
But I did remember her last name, and it was Doyle. Yep.
Yeah, when you said Doyle, I thought Nancy was actually going to fall out of the chair. I was a little worried. I was like, oh no.
It hurts me to see her like that.
Yeah. As Nancy said, her first name is Glennon. It's Glennon Doyle is who I'm looking for here. My partner's last name is Glennon as well. And so whenever we saw her books, I'm like, oh, look at Glennon, but it's her first name. Interesting.
Yeah. It is a unique first name. I'm surprised I didn't remember that part.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Nancy even said like it's not a common name.
And you were going G. I'm like, oh, you're so close.
And then I was feeling like Doyle was off because that's a common name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your last category in the round is they must have been women because I don't like no men.
All right.
Known as Mother of the Blues, who's the singer known for her moaning style of singing? She wrote much of her own songs, including her eponymous Black Bottom, which is also the name of the play and subsequent film about her.
I have Meow Meows.
Ooh, Meow Meows.
Oh, no.
Double Meow Meows.
Double Meow Meows. We have all meows.
Can we borrow some of those meows?
I can offer you a quarter meow.
A quarter meow.
I can give you
in these trying times.
A meh.
You can get a meh. Or I can get you a meow on loan, but you can pay it back.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for some meow meows today.
So does that mean y'all are locked in?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Jay and Stacey, you got a couple minutes to talk out loud?
All I'm pulling this is the word eponymous, and I can't think of somebody who has Black Bottom in their name or would lend their name to Black Bottom in the blues. So I'm rudderless right now, Stacey.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of some like female blues players, maybe like Roberta Thorpe. I'm trying to think like who would be dubbed the mother of blues, you know?
Right. I feel like we got to go far back in time here, and I can think of more jazzy singers, but not.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like
not blues singers.
And Black Bottom, I feel like I've heard of that. We recently watched Sinners, so we went deep dive again. Like I said, I'm one of those people who dive into things once I get into them, and I'm trying to think of just some names I've heard that might fit the era that's a little bit older. Thorpe is the only one that just keeps coming to mind because I just keep remembering that video I saw of her playing her guitar on the train. Like
that is one more blues singer than I can think of, Stacey. So that's where I'm living. I'm in your world right now.
Yeah, I mean, you want to lock in with the warp.
I mean, in the absence of anything else, I'm just trying to figure out what the eponymous Black Bottom reference is going to get us to. Like, me being dumb and hoping, I almost just want to say the name Black, but
Well, I mean...
No, you've named a person. I'm naming a wag, so let's go with yours.
Okay, well, let's lock in with Thorpe.
Okay, with Thorpe. Got it. All right, Nancy and Jodie, you both had Meow Meows.
Mm-hmm. Excellent movie. Viola Davis, and I think was one of the last things Chadwick Boseman did. What's the name of the movie, Jodie?
Well, it's Ma Rainey.
Yes.
The Black, I forget the whole title. The Black
It's
Bottom.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah.
Yep. The song is called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Black Bottom is apparently a name of a dance from the vaudeville era. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is not a very dancey song, but she does talk about the dance in the song. You're right. Viola Davis played Ma Rainey, and it was, I think, if it was not the last, it was one of the last things that Chadwick Boseman did before he passed. But I'm looking for Ma Rainey. Nancy and Jodie got that one. Excellent job.
Nice.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
And also shout out to Sinners. Would recommend that movie. It was fantastic. The music in that movie is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Michael B. Jordan deserves an Oscar nom for it. He's not going to get it. It's going to get nominated for costumes and music, but none of the actors are going to get it, even though like the entire cast deserves.
The entire cast is amazing.
Nomination. Yeah.
And I mean, he plays two different characters, and they're distinct.
Two Oscars.
They're very distinctive characters.
Yeah.
So it is an excellent movie. I do recommend it. It's on HBO Max if you have it.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So that's the end of round 4. Stacey and Jay are back in the lead. It's 102 to 96, but it is a very, very close game. You guys are doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. It's so much. Oh, love you guys. Okay. Round 5. You're a winner, baby, is your first category. Who is the German singer-songwriter that released 2 mixtapes, Clarity and Turn Off the Light, before releasing her debut studio album, Feed the Beast, in 2023. She also won a 2023 Queerty Award for her collaboration with Sam Smith.
All right, I think we have at least meows, if not meow meows on this.
Okay, we got meows. Does that mean y'all are locking in?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, the only person I could think of that had a collaboration with Sam Smith was Kim Petras for Unholy.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of too. And I'm pretty sure that album name kind of rings true to her. My brain said Trisha Paytas at first, and I was like, no, that is very wrong. But yeah, I'm 99% sure that it's Kim Petras as well. Biggest letdown was that song, huh? But yeah, I'm totally fine going with that.
All right, Kim Petras it is.
All right. Stacey and Jay, what do you got for me?
About halfway through the question, I started thinking to myself, I wonder if this is Kim Petras. And then you said Sam Smith, and I realized, wait, I can name one Sam Smith collab with a queer performer, and it's Kim Petras.
Yep, same.
So either meows or meow meows. They're hedged meow meows. But yeah, we both pretty immediately got to Kim Petras as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jodie, I have also done that Trisha Paytas, Kim Petras like switch up in my head, and I'm
glad
like,
I'm not the only one.
No, it's they're clearly two very different people. Like they don't look anything alike or anything like that. But I've had that switch in my head. I'm like, oh, no, that's Trisha Paytas.
Am I remembering correctly? Trisha Paytas was like a YouTuber.
Yeah,
okay,
like an OG YouTuber.
Yeah, then I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She had some drama with somebody else, and I don't remember who.
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
I mean, pick a person. She's had drama.
Her life is constant drama. But I mean, she's doing her. Like, more power to her. But yes, I'm looking for Kim Petras here. Yeah, Feed the Beast is definitely a Kim Petras kind of title. All right, both teams get that correct. Your next category, it's a car wash, ladies and gentlemen. John Cameron Mitchell is a multi-hyphenate artist, including writer, actor, and singer. He's probably most famous for writing, singing, acting, and directing What 2001 film based on a stage musical of the same name, a production of which earned Neil Patrick Harris a Tony for Best Actor.
We have meow meows.
All right. Locking in?
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to be really boring because I think Stacey and I were both discussing whether or not we had meow meows before that.
Yeah, pretty much.
For me, Neil Patrick Harris plus representation equals Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yep. And I was on the same page with that thought process.
All right. Jodie and Nancy, what do you got for me?
Jodie was all over this.
Yeah, the three named, the John Cameron Mitchell, Neil Patrick Harris Link is always going to be Hedwig, which if you haven't seen the play or just see it in any form that you can, it's definitely worth it. But yeah, definitely a favorite.
Yeah, and It's a Car Wash, ladies and gentlemen, is from a scene in the movie during my favorite song of the entire production, which is Sugar Daddy. She's wearing a fringe skirt, and she's like swishing herself over the face of this guy. It's just like, it's a car wash, ladies and gentlemen. But this is Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
The best Hedwig to talk about in Pride Month. The only Hedwig.
For sure.
The only
Yes,
Hedwig.
Correct.
The only one.
The only one. All right. Your last category in the round is nightlife. Co-founded by entertainers Pixie Truffle and Kitty Licker, what is the name? What is the name of the British troupe that performs on the cabaret circuit? Their name is a portmanteau of their identity and their genre of performance. So I'm looking for the name of this troupe.
I'm going to need a second for Kitty Licker there.
Yeah.
We're recovering from that.
Actually, the name Kitty Licker is the whole reason I was like, I have to include this question because one, I think it's cool, and two, that's just a hilarious name.
We are going to lock in.
Okay.
Beat us by about a half second. I think I said to Stacey, and I quote, I feel like YOLOing this, which is a term I'm trying to make a thing, where you're really, really not sure, but you also have gotten past the point of caring to think about it any harder. So something comes to mind, and you're like, hey, YOLO, it's this.
Yeah, fine, great.
Yeah. But this YOLO is because I think I invented a thing that makes sense and should exist, as Stacey said. Those sound like drag names to me. So I went in my head trying to think of what would you portmanteau with drag, and ragtime came to mind. So I just kind of invented the term dragtime. Stacey, I think you were good enough with it to YOLO it?
Yeah, I mean, I really couldn't think of anything else. And like I said, if it's not the answer, then it should be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, drag time. Got it. Nancy and Jodie, what do you have for me?
Well, I got stuck on Kitty.
As we all do.
For some reason. So I just thought cabaret performance, let's just go with burlesque.
Burlesque. I love it. I love it.
That's cute.
Again, I need both of these to be real shows.
Yeah,
now.
this is fantastic. I love this.
We're building our own network right now.
Yes.
Essential podcasts.
One of you is close.
Ooh.
Neither is correct, but one of you is very close. Pixie Truffle is a lesbian performer, and this is Les Burlesque.
Oh, I was going to say burlesbian.
Burlesbian.
Well, that's not important. Oh, yes, it is important.
It is.
It is.
I think ours are better. That's all.
Yeah, no, these are fantastic. All right, we're starting our own shows.
Yes. Gonna play drag time music.
Those are both winning answers in my book. Even if it's not the correct answer, they're still very good. And also, I thought their dance troupe was really cool because they do pretty much solely lesbian themed burlesque.
Okay.
But they also have like drag kings and stuff like that they work with.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think drag time is really just Scott Joplin as performed by Janis Joplin.
Works for me. All right. At the end of the fifth round, Stacey and Jay have 122. Nancy and Jodie have 116. You guys are doing fantastic. Let's get into the last round. Your first category is history will say they were best friends. Primarily known for a work of masonry, who is the Roman emperor whose lover Antonius became a gay icon of sorts, appearing in the work of Oscar Wilde. I think Antinous is probably how you say that name.
I've got meow meows on this, Stacey.
I mean, if you've got the meow meows, go for it.
All right, let's lock it in.
I was about a second away from locking in. Said masonry, that leads me to wall, that leads me to Hadrian.
Okay, so you're locking in with Hadrian?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And stop me if you've heard this, Carmela. Masonry leads me to wall, and wall leads me to Hadrian. As soon as I heard masonry and Roman, I'm like, Hadrian. I know that Hadrian had a lover named Antonius. Not even a little. But do I know that there's a wall named for him? Yes. Yes, I do. And since the only type of masonry is walls, could be worse.
It's a type of masonry. It's Hadrian. All right. Yes. Hadrian is what I'm looking for here. Fantastic. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I mean, I guess it's not surprising. I was looking at like heads of state.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like the first set it gives me is like, from antiquity or whatever. And I was like, Hadrian, I could write something for that.
It's a little funny because about a month ago, I wrote a final question for my live pub game that had to do with Hadrian's Wall. The category, for those who know, was anything but the bleeping Roman Empire. Because that's what stymied me so hard on Jeopardy. That entire category. I threw out Roman Empire as a guess twice and was wrong both times.
But you made it on TV.
I did.
Amazing.
Mhm.
I am
You
one
did.
of so many awesome people now.
Yes. Your next category is Season of the Witch. Who is the trans actress of RuPaul's Drag Race winner that made their Broadway debut playing Mama Wharton in Chicago before taking a turn in Pirates of Penzance and in an upcoming role in Oh Mary?
We're going to lock in.
Okay.
Actress, RuPaul's Drag Race, those only tick one box in my mind, and that's not to say I'm right. That's to say they only tick one box in my mind. Jinx Monsoon came to mind. I know that she played one of the, I don't want to spoil, but one of the villains in not this season of Doctor Who, but the more recent one. But I don't recall if what other performances she's done, and this one wasn't listed. So that's the only name I've got.
I mean, if that's what you're good for, I'll let you take the reins because the only Mama Gloria I know is Gloria Allen. So, or Mama Morton I know is Gloria Allen, and she wasn't on Drag Race. So my answer doesn't help anything. I mean, that's better than what I got. I'm good for whatever you have.
Okay. Jinx Monsoon. We'll go with that.
Jinx Monsoon it is. All right.
Remember when I said I knew 4 drag queens this year, Carmela?
You learned to do one?
Number 4.
All right. Nanci and Jodie, what do you got for me?
Well, not to be that guy, but I liked Jinx way back in the day. I was a Jinx lover from just episode 1. I was like, oh, this is my people. She's so awkward and just nerdy, and oh my god, I adore her. So we also said Jinx. I know for sure she was in Chicago 100%. I am assuming she was in the others because of course she can handle it. But yeah, she's an absolute delight. So Jinx.
We should have said it at the same time then.
Yes. Well, we almost did in the chat.
Yeah. She's Seattle's premier narcoleptic Jewish drag queen. 2-time winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, both the regular season and All Stars. I said Season of the Witch, Monsoon season, and Which Made Jinx You. This is Jinx Monsoon. Both teams got it correct. And I think she just finished up Pirates of Penzance, and she's going to start in Oh Mary in August. So she's having a great year.
Love to see her thriving.
Yes.
Caught just a little bit of her work on YouTube on the stage, and it's amazing. I love her.
Her and Bendela Creme together are so fun. If you've never seen a Drag Queen Christmas with the two of them, it's so fun. Usually it pops up on Hulu around Christmas time. I do recommend it. Okay, your last category before the final is Stellar. Curator of the Astrophysics Department of the American Museum of Natural History in New York City and co-discoverer of brown dwarfs, is on the resume of what transgender astrophysicist who was featured in the New York Times in 2020. She seems to be completely unrelated to another famous physicist who left a mark on the world and the 2024 Academy Awards. My favorite phrase is now going to be YOLO lock.
And you're about to hear it because Stacey and I are YOLO locking.
All right. Stacey and Jay have YOLO locked in. Jodie and Nanci, you can talk out loud.
So I feel like 2024 Academy Awards has to be Oppenheimer, unless that was too many years ago.
No, that sounds like the right time frame.
Well, if it was a 2024, that would come out with 2023. That feels better.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie
Barbenheimer and whatnot.
So, what other physicists were in Oppenheimer? Because
I don't know. I didn't see that movie. I saw
me
Barbie.
neither. No, I saw Barbie.
I have no interest in Oppenheimer. I had history class. I know what happens. Is her name just Oppenheimer? I mean,
it's.
I don't even know his. I'm trying to think of his first name. I can't even think of his first name.
The science nerd in me is sad, Jodie.
I know.
I'm a science nerd and I'm sad too.
My defense is I haven't been in school in 20 plus years. So,
and my dad was an astronomer, so I'm doubly sad here. I mean, I would think that if there was an Oppenheimer who is currently an astrophysicist and doing all that sort of stuff, we would know about her.
It's true.
But clearly I don't know who it is regardless, so.
Yeah, and none of the other stuff about being like a curator of a museum and whatnot helps too much. I'm not smart enough to know who that is.
I'm trying to think of who else was in that program, like Werner von Braun and.
You're going to need an answer here.
Do you want to just say Oppenheimer? Because it's the only name we can think of.
Go with it. It's the only one we have for sure. Go with Oppenheimer.
All right, we'll lock in Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, got it. Stacey and Jay, what do you got for me?
That was our YOLO in its entirety thought process wise. Oppenheimer, 5 question marks, like shared last name situation. Stacey said, it would have to be, right? I'm like, I have nothing else. YOLO lock?
YOLO.
So we YOLO locked with Oppenheimer. Blank Oppenheimer.
The physicist from the 40s, that's J. Robert Oppenheimer. And the astrophysicist who is a co-discoverer of brown dwarfs is Dr. Rebecca Oppenheimer.
Oh!
If I had a nickel for every Oppenheimer scientist that's come up in this podcast.
I got 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
And now that you say that name, that does kind of sound familiar. Like, I think I remember hearing about a trans astrophysicist, a smart science person whose name is also Oppenheimer. That's crazy, but I never would have gotten it without seeing it.
I want to see her movie now.
Yeah, right? That's some Oppenheimer I'll go see.
Yeah, that Barbenheimer I'm down for 100%.
Yes. I only saw the Barbie half of Barbenheimer. We did see that in the theater when it was out. Okay, so we are at the end of round 6.
Okay.
Stacey and Jay have 152. Nanci and Jodie are right behind them with 146. Your gauntlet category is things to remember. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot. But it's a close game and you guys are doing fantastic.
Our majors in.
This might be the debate Stacey and I have had the most in this game.
You want to RNG?
Yep. On it now.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Try to battle this strategically.
Wasn't much strategy in our thought either. So
look, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
We're trying. Okay. I'm typing in our wager right now.
So, for your gauntlet category, things to remember, these are all going to be well-known slogans, phrases of the LGBTQ movement. This is the political section of the podcast.
good.
Kind of. I mean, but these are positive things. These are things that when everyone walks out of here today, these are the things that I want people to remember when they walk out. So, your first question. Stemming from the first article of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, what is the phrase to remind and affirm that trans people and are entitled to the same treatment as any other identity?
All right, Stacey and I are locked in.
All right, so it's locked in.
All right, your next question. The slogan of a movement supporting drag entertainers and their art form being displayed in public spaces reminds us that drag is many things, but it is not what?
All right, Stacey and I are locked in.
Well, we're doing great.
I feel like once I can talk it out a little bit, my brain gets there sometimes.
That's all right. Yes.
Once I can read the question too, that really hurts.
I do talk really fast. I understand.
I'm from New England. It's not that. It's like it goes in and my brain catches like 1 out of every 3 words, and then it forgets everything in between.
All right, so it's locked in.
All right, and your last question in the gauntlet, originating in the 90s from the Queer Nation movement. What phrase is an affirmation that we aren't going anywhere?
Our answer is locked in.
And our answer is locked in.
All right. Stemming from the first article of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, what is the phrase to remind and affirm that trans people are people and deserve the same treatment as any other identity? Jodie and Nanci, what do you got for me?
Trans rights are human rights.
Okay. Stacey and Jay.
One of my favorite things to see on social media, trans rights are human rights.
The slogan of a movement supporting drag entertainers and their art form being displayed in public spaces reminds us that drag is many things, but it is not what? Stacey and Jay, what do you have for me?
So we put not a crime.
Okay, not a crime. Jodie and Nanci, what do you have for me?
We said it was not obscene.
But now that you say drag is not a crime, that sounds familiar.
And the last question, originating in the 90s from the Queer Nation movement, what phrase is an affirmation that we aren't going anywhere? Nanci and Jodie.
That we're here, we're queer, get used to it.
Which we've heard several times during this show.
Sounded familiar.
And Jay and Stacey. Jay, I believe you've probably said what Nanci had said a few times during this recording.
Yeah, I love when there's a callback. When you introduced me, I believe what I said was, I'm here, I'm queer, I'm here once a year. But no, the actual slogan is, we're here, we're queer, get used to it.
All right. You guys only differed on one answer. So we're going to do that one last. The first one is indeed trans rights or human rights.
Damn right they are.
Yes, they are. And we're here, we're queer, get used to it is the answer to the third one. So for the drag movement slogan, it is because there have been in the last 5 or so years a lot of legislation where they're trying to basically make any kind of drag performance in a public space a crime. It is not a crime. So drag is not a crime is what we're looking for here. So Stacey and Jay, you got it. Nanci and Jodie, while I do agree drag is not obscene, well, I mean,
yes.
Not always.
There's some forms, maybe.
Hashtag not all drag.
Not all drag, but in general. So it's not a lot of John likes to create the drama. Not a lot of drama because you guys were behind and you missed it. But you want to go ahead and tell us what you bet?
Well, I mean, if you're going to go big. So we went all in.
All the imaginary internet points.
I love to see it. I love an all-in bet. So you are going to finish with 0, but you guys did a fantastic job. It was a very, very close game the whole way through. Jay and Stacey, you guys literally rolled dice, essentially, to pick what you were going to wager.
Carmela, I've been on enough of these shows to where the concept of a win or loss is beyond me at this point. I am here for a good time, full stop. This is Stacey's first appearance, though, so I gave her all the agency, and she gave all that agency to random.org.
And what did random.org tell you that you should wager?
An entire 13 points.
All right, Miss J, we've got 13 points on the table, which means you're going to finish at 165. So with a score of 165-20, Stacey and Jay, you are our winners today.
Yay!
Oh, yay. Thank you so much.
A super close game all the way through. Both teams did fantastic. This may be our highest scoring Pride episode. So
we're the best queers.
We are.
Such good gays.
I'm just saying there's a lot of femergy on this stage right now, and I'm not mad at it.
It's could double as a Women's Month episode too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think this is our first all sapphic Pride episode as well. So Jay and Stacey, as our winners, you guys get to do your shout outs first. Stacey, we will start with you because this is your first time, and I hope you had a good time. So any shout outs, any causes you want to promote this time is yours.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. First of all, shout out to Jay. You were the best partner I could have had today. You were so quick, and I loved YOLOing with you. The only thing I really want to shout out is primaries are coming up. We really need to look into who we are voting into our local governments because we can't really make changes happen on the grand stage unless they happen at home first. So really just pay attention to what's going on to your communities. Don't pay attention to the aisle. Don't think about party, loyalty. Just vote for who you think is going to do the best job. And that's all you can do.
Love it. Jay, what you got for me, baby?
Well, this one's going to be a little different because it is our Pride episode. Everybody in this space knows who I am and what I do by now. And if you don't, linktree.com/liquid courage gets you there. I want to talk today about Critical Grind Board Game Cafe, specifically because it is the most affirming and welcoming space I have ever found in my time on this planet and in this place that I live. It's 10 minutes from my house. It wears its queerness and its acceptance on its sleeve. You walk in, you look to the right, there is the inclusive pride flag just hanging there. There are posters that say when one party member gets attacked, we all roll initiative. I play games there every week where I would say the overwhelming majority of people are either queer in terms of orientation or queer in terms of identity, and often both. And everyone there, from the staff to the ownership to just the normies who hang out there to play games, are so kind and loving. It's a family, and it's a found family. So if you're ever in the area, please hit me up. It's in Shorewood, Illinois. I would love to show off the best place in the world to you so you can see where I get my joy from.
Wonderful. Jodie.
So I think because of the Pride episode, I usually just say something like be nice to each other, but I feel like we already are kind of nice to each other in this community. So I would just say if you can take a couple hours of your time to look for some kind of very, very local to you group that helps LGBT kids in your area. LGBT kids are, oh man, it's better than when we were kids. I will say that, but it's not great, especially in certain areas of the country. So find somewhere local to you that you know is going to help your local kids, even if it's just like volunteering to like clean up trash after one of their events or something. If you're like me and you don't generally like people, you don't always have to talk to them. You can always volunteer for stuff that's kind of behind the scenes. So if you really want to make a difference, look for those groups. I mean, stuff like if you want to give money and stuff, that's great too. But if you want to actually get your hands dirty, look for something nearby. And if you want help for looking for something nearby, absolutely reach out to me and I will help you find something that's in your area so you can make some local changes.
Love it. And Aunt Nancy, last but not least, what you got for me?
So this isn't Pride related, but now that kids are out of school, there's a lot of kids that are not getting fed in school. I would ask you to support your local food banks. They can always take food, but they can always use money. They can stretch a dollar further than you would believe. And there are kids this summer who are not going to eat unless they get something from the food bank. So please support them.
Love it. Love all of that. Thank you all so much for being here with me. And thank you for everybody listening. Before we go, I just want to say, I said at the top, it's a rough time out there for a lot of us, especially the most vulnerable among us. But I want you to remember that you're here and there's so much joy and soul and friendship and love and creativity and just so much life in you. And don't ever, ever, ever let them forget that. So for Jodie and Stacey and Jay and Nancy, I'm Carmela. I love you and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped trivialwarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit propodcastingservices.com.
There are things to know about. You probably won't need any paper because the questions are going to be written in the chat. Do you guys have any questions for me that you'd like to know the answers to?
What is the velocity of an unladen swallow?
Is it an African one or a European one?
And let me just launch you off the cliff. We are joined by every Sapphic best friend, a cat.
Mine are ignoring me.
Mine have been banned from the office.
No.
One of them mine's a lot less than others. Our little kitten Fudo loves to jump right on top of this in the middle of everything. So, and that's my grand kitty. It's not even my kitty. It's my son's kitty.